The console commands are set in the Unreal console, and I made some entries for them. They are shipped in the debug game or in the development state of build. In the shipping build, this all is stripped out and cannot be used. So when writing this game, you don't need to see too much of this, but I can show you the game instance, which is in there anytime, has a bunch of commands called an exec that can be used throughout the console, and I will show you in this small video how it is used. So starting up. So first starting with the in-game commands. There are not many of them because I don't need it too much. As you can see, I finally changed the welcome message. So let's see, if pressing the, I don't know how it's called, but you can see if we press it continuously, it's on my keyboard, it's this one in the upper left. I think on English keyboard it should be this. We can put in some commands. This is the Unreal console, so I can make freaky things here. Don't have show stats, show FPS. No, it's not show FPS. Show. Let's look it up once. Unreal console stop command list. Here we are. That's the wrong one. Let's see, show something. We can put in the command the engine knows, and it will be used. I wanted to show what is going on under the hood, but skip that. As I told you, I had put in my own once. Let's restart this once. And you see the client, the player is a little bit slow running, and for testing this all out, I first introduced for me the command ultra speed. It doesn't do anything, you don't know it needn't because it's not a feature. It's just to make you instantly very fast. You can run around like this and do all that freaky stuff. So this is not too helpful, but by investigating things I needed to get a possibility to run around quite fast here and there, and so this is the come out. Second one, which is quite helpful for making some screenshots, is, as I told you, the show hide UI, which takes a 0 for hide and takes a 1 for show. Nothing really fancy, but yeah, I can now move around and make some nice pictures of it without being interfered by anything else. So you see the raindrops coming out there. That's this one. And I can also play this. So the effect will then be used by a bad pickup to hide the UI for some time, to make you a little bit irritated, because it's quite interesting to look here and there on your map. You can see everything. You can see... Oh, the dungeon master is way missing. He should be over there. We'll do that later. With plus and minus on the numpad, you can zoom in and out the map. See a little bit more. Going back. On the menu I have a lot of more commands, because here it is where we want to go into any level, and I need the possibility to go into some level somehow, and I'm also need to look if a game can load and if progress is working. So one of the things I've implemented is test mode, which makes me start a level with only a few items taken, so I can somehow I now cannot run around, so this test mode is not working properly, and I haven't used it too much because I only wanted to see if things are spawning and if the chest is closing, and so I could finish this. Just to not mess up things, I restart once because I don't know if it has been set back. You see, it was just presentation of menu command. The next one I really used frequently is the hop mode. I put it in here, and with the tab stop I always can complete the shown command. I'm putting this in, and now joining the game, I instantly win. You see, it gives me the achievements for progress. Nothing more is counted. I have no food fed. I have no garbage. Also burn. So all that information will still be zero after we completed this. But as I now can see is what I now can see is if everything is really loading as it should. It's 3 dungeons every level and 3 parts in each dungeon. As you can see, the monsters count more, and on the map you will see the pickups not being deleted, because this is no ordinary play mode and it doesn't really know how to handle this, but this is a cheat mode. We needn't do that. What we do now is we count up the first round, first 9 levels, and finish the first 9 levels as I mentioned. You will receive those letters on any end of the level. It's where this bling comes in, but as we are in pop-up mode now, we don't see it. But that's working fine. So this now is level 3, dungeon 3 part 3, when we understood the original Caretaker game. And we finished the first time, so you can see the wonderful credits scene, which will grow repeatedly if we manage to solve 3 dungeons 3 parts again. You will see shortly. And this is now, I'm sorry, the serials, you can't read this right now because it's German. And it just introduces what it has offered before. You collected those letters, making up this information table. And I also pointed you to mention that you should shift the night by entering the last 3 levels and keep your letters together and puzzle around them a little bit if you don't come at it. It's hinted just because you have so many welcome messages that you just can do that. So the third console command which I can show you is the full progress command, which has 3 workages. The first one is the same output as before, because I just wanted I'm sorry, I'm irritated because my sound system turned off. I don't want to use hop mode anyway. Sometimes I want to start and finish the first part to check this ability and come back to this point, and so I can rather than making the hop mode, I can show you this. Let's go out. We just delete save game once and restart it. Shabby sound, I know. So when I'm here and would make a full progress, it bangs me directly to the same location as we have before. The level selector now shows every level, and if I click it, I just enter it. Working quite good. And as it says, I should press one of these buttons and enter a slogan which is known. And this is the first one. We now entered part 2, which gives us another depth. Should be. Yeah, here we are. Small bug left, I've seen it. So, as we have managed to play the first round on this level, it now has a second one. And if starting this, you can see it has more to do, and the monster gets more hungry than before. So we run more. But this is not all. Coming back to hop mode. Bang. We are now in the normal play mode. As you can see, this isn't unlocked yet. We only can start at part 1. And it changes game behavior. We are now running around. around. We don't have so much to do, but there are things here. So you see this chest, and if I run into it, you have seen on the upper left, you have picked up the bad pickup, and another chest has spawned. And now it's a table. Oh, and if I run into it, you see another garbage has spawned. And oh, now if I run into this, oh, this is because here is no known trap spawn point, so it spawns garbage instead of a trap. It should come to a point, because this is reset by some amount of... yeah, there you see, there it is. Mostly this is a death pickup, and it has a great range of being a death pickup, but it can be any. So after you run sometimes into it, it will change to some point to being this death pickup. And if you run into that, you are instantly dead. Cannot make anything. And the more you run into this, you can see on the map, it instantly spawns something somewhere. Now it's a death pickup. And if I run into this, oh, I need another sound here. But you are dead. Which makes you want to run around this. And they are placed at spots where you always have to make another move. A move more than before. You see, I have to move around this, and mostly there's coming this spider, so I cannot just run at the side. And what someone now already can see are these spider webs appearing. I now have 9 level points because I played the first 9 levels, and that makes occur some spider webs. So playing this, and in the first haven't seen that. You died here too. It's not that stressing like the original one, but you die here quite often. See, and always take this round thing, and it's not only that, it's really the more deep you play, the more they are appearing. I will show you. I will show you. Just making another hop mode. setup to load a number of levels, but I first have to think of how we want to have this, because in the first part I can mostly press the menu. Yeah, these modes are not meant to be productive, they're just meant to show, yeah, it's really loading and it's making progress. Now we have another 8 and next 9 level points, so now we reach 18, and you will see again in the this achievement shouldn't be there because we already got it. Now it has more spiders showing up, sitting here and there. This will still go on until some point where I also put in the dungeon master or something. Now back in the level selector, we have this second difficulty. Taking this, you can see it now has one more, a little bit more of tasks, and it spreads more of the bad pickups. You can see now he has 2. It also spawned new spiderwebs, and these can really make you see less. Now on difficulty 2, any level played will give you 2 more level points, so after this we will have 20. You see on the bottom there are 2 letters. These are belonging to the credentials of secrets we did not solve yet. Let's see where the last 2 are. Oh, not running into this. This also spawned. Yeah, and those bad pickups are placed in places where you don't want them to be. Yeah, you really don't want them closely. So let's see. We have 2 tables of credentials. Here we have this, and this is mostly seen on parts 2. This one is called the Let Me Compete mode. Now currently shown by a wonderful sound of Witcher. And now we can see on the bottom here how many points we have. As I told you, this is bound to some rank and lead. The secret is entered. Let me compete. I have enough level points to solve it, and I don't need to have the credentials. They will occur later and will be grayed out instantly because this zone is already solved. But you only need enough level points, and Let Me Compete is bound to 10 level points or 9, so you can access it very early. This now gives you not only the view of your level points and so on, but also gives you the point system with the high score. I can look at here, and this is a lightning jack. And lightning jack unlocks the speed pickups. I can unlock it because I have enough level points. So, you know, if I go around and say, I already know one of my slogans is the Master of Time because I cheated or found it on the internet or something. You see, it cannot be entered because you don't have enough level points. He does tell you, yeah, I know this, but you are not ready for this now. But we now unlock the speed pickups and can look at it once. Go over here, going to the second difficulty. Whoa. Rounding this, getting points. We are getting points for doing things early. The earlier we do, we get points. And with gold and garbage, it's also pointed how long it took to pick up the thing and drop it. So when did the garbage take? And when did it drop? How many seconds is that? How many seconds did it take to get the gold and put it into the chest? The faster you are, you get a slight more bonus. It's not dramatically, but it is a bit. And if you're slow, you get quite less. More spiderweb spawning, but I've unlocked the speed pickup, and the torches are now triggers too. I can press them, and if I have a good one. This should be good. No, it's not. Maybe look at the setup. Died again. The speed pickup. Get to it. It will speed you up. It's behind this door. Now. Yeah, we picked up the speed pickup. And now we are totally fast. And into the bad pickup. This one can help, but needn't. Take the next one. I can put in here test secret slogan and can say, does it have the invisible cape? Oh, sadly this is only shown in the log. Cannot show it here. But another one is the invisible cape. Oh, too early. Let's play more. It's not too difficult on this stage. It's not like the original one. I have total control over how many things will be